That is the Connolly Cougars marching band entertaining us here on the Sports Night High School Blitz. Ricky Doyle alongside Travis Raycheck. It is, of course, a big music weekend in Austin with ACL in town. Nobody getting the best of us on Sports Night. We don't need the Foo Fighters. Forget all that nonsense. I'd rather be here than Zilker Park, Travis.
Fun fact, Ricky. Being an Austinite, I've never been to ACL. That might get me run out of town. I have been to a high school football game once or twice.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of high school football games. Not an Austinite, been here 10 years, also never been to ACL.
Okay, all right.
That might have something to do with the job, though. Usually things are going on Fridays and Saturdays.
On a weekend in the fall and a September, October weekend. Yeah, there's stuff.
Yeah, generally pretty busy. All right, so let's forget the music. Let's get to the football. And we've kind of known all along that District 14 6A is going to be a three-horse race for the championship with Lake Travis, Westlake, and Bowie. Going to start to figure out part of that puzzle tonight with Westlake and Bowie facing off in our Austin game of the week.
Look, both of these teams have taken care of business getting to this point. Bowie has beaten Westlake the last 2 years. Is it time for a little bit of revenge finally for the Shaps?
Well, I don't think Sam Ellinger wants to go down to them a second time. Let's get the answer to the question, though. Claire Brandon is at our game of the week and has more.
Hey guys, I'm with you. I would much rather be out here than at ACL. This is about as good as it gets in terms of high school football. Two undefeated teams, district rivals, a lot on the line. Of course, Bulldogs have won the last two meetings, but a different feel in Westlake now in its second season under Todd Dodge. Of course, the offense getting all the attention led by Texas commit Sam Ellinger, number 2 in the Travis Raycheck quarterback rankings. But don't overlook that defense. Both of these teams coming in averaging just about 13 points per game. Unfortunately for Bowie, been hit with the injury bug a little bit. Quarterback Wade Smith going down with a knee injury, so they're going with a 2-quarterback system. All right, let's get you to the highlights. Bowie going with the all-black look. Good-looking helmets there. Westlake, the 9th-ranked team in 6A. First quarter, 4th and 1 from their own 39, and they're going for it. Sam Ellinger right up the gut, breaks one tackle, and is brought down on the Bulldog 35, showing why he's high on a lot of people's list. That sets up 2nd and 5. Ellinger hits Andrew Boykin, who takes it into the end zone on a 15-yard score. Westlake leading 7-0 after the opening drive. Second quarter now, same score. 3rd and 10 from the 21. Brandon Ramos rolls right, pump fake, and finds Josh Wainwright for an 18-yard gain. Bulldogs would have to settle for a field goal on that drive as Josh Marini knocks this one through the uprights from 21 yards out, and it's 7-3 Westlake. Final drive of the first half, Ellinger airs it out, going deep to Chase Coakley. Almost takes out our own camera. Chaparral's also forced to settle for a field goal. Ryan Reese with the 32-yarder as Westlake leads Bowie 10-3 at the half. So a sluggish start, but let's pick it up in the second half. Third quarter, 3rd and goal for the Bulldogs. Dalen Threadgill punches this one in from 1 yard out. A chance to tie it up, but a missed extra point is going to keep it at 10-9. Chaparral's respond, ensuing drive. Ellinger connects with Boykin, 43 yards on the score to make it 17-9, and number 9 Westlake holds on for the victory, 24-9. So a big win for Westlake tonight, making October 23rd that much bigger. That's when Lake Travis and Westlake will go head-to-head, a big matchup in District 14 6A. Reporting from Burger Stadium for the Blitz, I'm Claire Brandon.
All right, so the Westlake 2-game losing streak to Bowie is out the door. Bulldogs can still get in the district race, but obviously they'd have to beat Lake Travis and get a little help.
And look, Bowie was in that game in the second half, had a chance to tie it there after they scored that touchdown. But I think one thing that you and I have talked about is Westlake's offense is good because Sam Ellinger is good, but he can't do it all. They ask him to do a lot, and it looked like he got a good amount of help from those receivers out there tonight.
Yeah, they've been incredibly reliant on him early in the season, running him probably more than Todd Dodge would like to. So those receivers keep playing well. That's big for their future.
Yeah, no doubt. And as Claire mentioned, October 23rd setting up to be what could be a huge one. There could be a huge one that same night in San Antonio. But first, we want to talk about some great rivalry games in the San Antonio area tonight. Hammer Bowl time as Judson meets Wagner. We will get to that a little later. But up the road, it's Steele versus Clemens. This game being played at Linhoff Stadium, named after longtime Clemens coach Robert Linhoff. His son, Scott Linhoff, is the current Steele coach. It's always a fun storyline, but more fun when the teams are good, which they are. Let's get to Linhoff Stadium, where our Jeff Platt is.
This is a crosstown rivalry that's really been reignited. Since realignment last season, Clemens and Steele were put into the same district, allowing them to meet last year for the first time since 2009. In that game last season, Steele was pretty dominant, winning 31-0. Steele has been dominant in really every single game this season. The Knights came into this matchup at 5-0, but Clemens has a really solid team led by quarterback Frank Harris. The Buffaloes 4-1 going into this one. Let's check out your first half highlights. It is Clemens looking to pull off the upset against the undefeated Steel Knights. Buffaloes have to deal with Xavier Martin and Antoine Cox-Wesley. It's one dynamic duo for the Knights showing off here. Martin to Cox-Wesley in the back of the end zone for the score. The Knights take the early lead. That will fire up the Steel fans. Every seat full at Lenhoff Stadium for this one. Clemens fighting back. Cameron Bakers takes the handoff. 39 yards, untouched to the house, and we have a tie ball game. Wasn't tied for long, though, as Steele just absolutely marched down the field. Then it's Bryson Denley, another tech commit for this team, who punches it in. Steele holds on to win, 31-7. So the Knights remain undefeated on the season. The Knights continue to look dominant throughout their 2015 campaign. And you have to figure the Knights could be the favorites for the state championship. We caught up with Star Knights quarterback Xavier Martin after the game. That interview coming up for y'all in just a little bit. Guys?
Delayed ringing to the bell button.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Those were both pick'em games.
I'm kind of new to this, so I'm bad on my bell etiquette.
We'll be patient with you.
He just said it, a definite contender for a state title. I've said it before, I'll probably continue to say it. As far as the Austin-San Antonio area goes, I think Steele is the best team no matter what classification that we see.
It's hard to argue with that right now. I'm definitely with you. We'll see what Lake Travis can do, but I think right now Steele a step ahead. I'm going to go ahead and ring the bell once again as we go to another pick'em game, 14-6A, back to that Westlake Lake Travis district. Austin High against Aikens. Kind of must-win mode here for the Maroons as they're already 0-2 in district play. No score. Rudy Sines takes it in from 14 yards out. Maroons leading it 7-0 at that point. It was hard to score for these teams when they got in close in the first half. Aikens ball on the 1 yard line here. Mike Gonzalez on the keeper, but he fumbles the football. Maroons take over, continue to lead 7-0, but I want to address something that bothers me. Mr. Maru, look at this. It's like he's ditched his outfit, which was...
Got body armor.
I mean, it's like he's naked out there. I don't know what the heck is happening. We'll bring this up with Joaquin Sanchez when he gets back. Okay, 4th and goal now for Austin High. Bo Kalbacher from the 1 yard line. He gets stuffed. Aikens takes over. It's still 7-0, but the Maroons do pull away down the stretch to win 28-0.
You want big blowout shutout wins? Hey, Lake Travis taking on Lehman tonight, and we wanted to see what the Cavs had in store. They had plenty in store for Lehman. 1st and goal, we'll go ahead and get the scoring going with Abe Willows bringing it in from 8 yards out, 7-0, only about a minute and a half in. Lehman tried to get their offense on track, but they didn't really have much success. Austin Hiller, an interception, and once he grabs the pick, he will take it the other way. Talking 59 yards for the score, 14-0 very quickly. Still in the first quarter. Let's go ahead and go back to the Lake Travis offense. We saw Willows. Here's Malik Barkley, another one of their very gifted playmakers. He will cruise into the end zone. Cavs, big, 56-0. Anderson looking for their first district win, while Hayes, they're still in the playoff picture. First quarter, Isaac Castilleja enters at quarterback, and on 4th down has a wide open Dustin Bruno. 41 yards, and the Rebels would go up 7-0. On the next possession, they are driving again. This time, Cade Powell will get it in from 12 yards out. They get the 2-point conversion, 15-10. Ricky, let's step away from the action and just appreciate some things that need appreciation, like this fella and his locks.
Oh my, that would make a hockey player proud.
Back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Good night for the Cavs. They might have been able to score 70 or 80 if they wanted to. A lot of Austin teams, though, with the night off, which means that we're going to dive in now, Travis, to some highlights from the San Antonio area, including Judson.
It's one of our favorite rivalry games just because of the name. It ranks up there with the M&M Bowl, the Gucci Bowl, and the Hammer Bowl between Judson and Wagner. And they had students out in the parking lot taking the hammer. It's like a sledgehammer. And they were taking out frustration, I don't know, on a car. A designated car that could be beat up pretty bad.
That kind of ruins things for me because I always think MC Hammer when I hear Hammer Bowl, but I guess that's not what they're going with.
This is a sledgehammer.
This is the tool.
This is not parachute pants. It's the 10th edition of the Hammer Bowl. Judson has won the past 3, including a 44-point blowout last season. And look, Ricky, the Rockets have plenty of running backs. They're not short on guys that can carry the ball. This is Jay Miller carrying it into the end zone. First score of the game, but Wagner was game early on. Jordan Batson to Antoine Ware. Ware has nothing but open field, takes it to the end zone, touchdown for the Thunderbirds. But after all that, it's Judson and that stable of RBs. This is Michael Jackson, houses it, his 5th TD of the year. Judson takes it 47-27.
All right, I got Canyon and Smithson Valley for you. Smithson Valley coming off of a 26-point loss to Steele last week. First possession, Josh Adkins. Nice ball here.
That's pretty.
It is, and a nice catch by Matt Sandoval. He sticks the landing. It's an 18-yard touchdown. It's 7-zip Rangers. Huge night for Sandoval. But Canyon gets going on the ground. Isaac Lamar in for a 2-yard touchdown run. This game tied up at 7 early on. Following possession, though, Rangers call Sandoval's number once again. He's a good receiver, but he can run it too. Picks up a block, and then watch a little cutback right here. Touchdown, Sandoval. He had a hand in all 5 Rangers touchdowns, including passing for one. Smithson Valley won 33-14.
Ricky, if I didn't enjoy being here with you so much, I would have gone to this game. Tivy and Champion, and it lived up to all the hype. Here come the Antlers with a 3-yard touchdown run from Ian Ronan. My guy, Josh Green, at quarterback for the Chargers, dancing his way into the end zone from 18 yards out. 2-point conversion good, 8-7. Now Green just standing tall in the pocket. Pretty pass to Chase Boley. 28-yard score. Champion was up early, but Cade Dial went off in the second half. I calculated 6 touchdown passes, a touchdown run as the Antlers win 65-49.
Sports Night High School Blitz continues, and I felt Travis's performance was subpar so far on the show, so I kicked him out of here. It's not true. He's going to rejoin us momentarily. If there is somebody who needed a bye this week, it is Drew Sanders and his Vandergrift Vipers, who enter a murderer's row of District 25 5A beginning next week, and he is with Travis Raychek right now.
Thanks a lot, Ricky. Look, we don't necessarily enjoy this week with so many teams off, but it does give us a chance to catch up with some of our high school football coaches around the area, like Drew Sanders from Vandergrift, who is joining us right now. And Drew, look, you're off to a 5-0 start, undefeated in district as well. I think you probably knew you had a good team coming back. Has the team lived up to what you thought it could be so far?
Yeah, it has. I mean, we talked to them about pre-district. We wanted to win every single game and play like we can, and we did that. We've battled through some injuries. We've had some key spots. The guys go down, which happens on every team, and we haven't used that as an excuse. We've kept playing, so I'm proud of our team for that. And so, yeah, they're doing exactly what we're supposed to do. Our goal was to try to be 5-0 at the bye and take a deep breath, work on our grades, and then come back and, of course, play Vista Ridge. So I think our guys are doing what they're supposed to do.
Do you feel like you're tested going into some of your big games? Obviously, the trip to Abilene proved to be a crazy, wild game that y'all pulled out.
Yeah, Abilene Cooper, of course, we all know they've been on Friday Night Lights. I mean, that's a big-time program. And
sure.
So to be able to go and beat them in Abilene, a 4-hour road trip, get off the bus and try to find a way to play, and we were able to squeak out a win and beat them. That was a really big moment, I think, for us to find a way to win that game. And then, of course, any district game in District 25 5A is a battle, and so it was good to go 2-0, and now we're trying to get ready for Vista Ridge.
Our job going to be very easy, picking the games of the week that week.
And that's the game I was talking about. Steele Judson 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, that is going to be a great night on the Blitz. Let's dive into some more highlights. Good game here. We know that Maynard's got a good defense led by Eric Fowler, but is it good enough to slow down 6th-ranked Temple? Both teams 1-0 in 17 5A action. First quarter play here, it's Reed Hesse connecting with Georgia commit Davion Curtis for a big gain. Maynard holds, and Jose Garcia knocks down the 3, so it's 3-0 Wildcats after that. Second quarter action here, Reed Hesse again hits Aaron Freeman for the touchdown. It's 10-zip Wildcats after that one. Maynard not able to keep pace with Temple. 38-13 final.
Hyde Park taking their undefeated record up against St. Dominic Savio, meeting at Reeves Stadium first quarter. It is Hyde Park's QB Bo Stewart going up to Charles Larkham. Larkham hauls it in for the score 9-0 at that point later in the first. How about Parker Burns out of the backfield? Met by a couple of Eagle defenders, but he would not be stopped. In for the score 16-0. Hyde Park led 30-0 at the half. They win big in this one by a final of 30-7.
You know, it was a big morning for a Dallas Jesuit alum. That's Jordan Spieth, who was named the PGA Tour Player of the Year today. His alma mater with a tough test tonight against Dallas Skyline, always loaded with talent. A trio of players on this team committed to Texas Tech, and of course also the alma mater of Longhorns, Peter Jenkins and Anthony Wheeler. So Skyline, always formidable, ranked 10th in the state. I would like to get this guy and his band in studio, if only the mileage was not such an issue. Here we go, second quarter, Skyline up 7-zip. Malik Webb takes the toss, takes it in for a touchdown. It is 14-0 Skyline. Late in the half, Skyline looking to start another drive, but Jordan Rice recognizes the screen pass, picks it off, taken down at the Skyline 17. Jesuit would cash in on that field position. Jacob Palish slings it to Max Lobero for a touchdown, cuts it to 14-6. How about this, Travis? Skyline loses in district action for the first time since 2008, 24-21.
It's a better streak than the one we mentioned with Brennan earlier. Over in Frisco, the 4-1 Raccoons going up against a Heritage team looking for district win number 1. First play of the game, they will pitch it to Ben Ogbrebor. Big-time 3-star recruit, flashes immediately, 75-yard score, 7-0. On the first drive for Heritage, for Frisco, they've got a standout back in Idris Ali. Great names. Watch him go 65. He had over 300 yards, 5 touchdowns, Ricky, as Frisco wins 47-35.
All right, it is time for another break here on the Blitz. When we come back, we catch up with some quarterbacks who are high on the rate check rankings, including Sam Ellinger of Westlake. Go one-on-one with him when we come back. Stay with us.
Welcome back here to the High School Blitz. Look, we showed you just a little bit earlier that Westlake was able to get a little revenge on Bowie, beat the Bulldogs 24-9. After the game, our Claire Brandon able to catch up with the Shaps Junior QB, Sam Ellinger.
Welcome back out here to Burger Stadium here with Westlake quarterback Sam Ellinger. Big win over Bowie. How big was this for y'all in terms of district play?
Yeah, you know, it was great. We've lost the past 2 years. We knew they were a good team. We came out strong at first. They did too. And our overall goal always is to kill the will of the opponents. And by the end of the game, that's what we did.
Part of, back-to-back losses to Bowie, do you think in the past you guys were ever maybe looking ahead to Lake Travis, and this year you guys were really focusing in on Bowie?
Yeah, I think that's part of the new coaching, and what Coach Dodge really implements is we take every game like it's the biggest game of the year. We don't get distracted by weeks ahead, and that's what we did. We really focused on the week that we had right now, and I think we took care of what we had to do.
And speaking of Coach Dodge, how fun is it to play in that offense?
Oh, it's amazing. There's nothing like it. I feel so blessed that he's here now, and I don't know what type of quarterback I would be if it wasn't for him.
So he has all the faith in you. 4th and short in your own territory. You're not going to punt. You're just going to run it.
Yeah, that's just one thing that he does. He's a smart man. He knows, and I know, and he knows that I'm gonna do whatever I can to get the first down. And I love that he has trust in me, so he puts the ball in my hand.
Of course, a lot of the attention goes to the offense, but the defense coming in, averaging just 13 points per game, holding Bowie to 9 tonight. How good has this defense been?
Oh, they've been amazing. We lost a lot of interior guys last year. Brecken, Hudson, Gabe, all those guys, great players, Daniel, Bobby, but they've really stepped up and almost better than last year.
Now, of course, we have to talk Lake Travis. How much are you looking forward to that game?
Yeah, we got 2 games before Lake Travis, and we got to take care of those. And once Lake Travis gets here, then we'll think about them.
All right, Sam, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Give a little horns up. Sam Ellinger, back to you guys.
Spoken like a coach there. A couple of games, then he'll think about Lake Travis. From one great quarterback to another great quarterback, we go now back to our San Antonio area game of the week with Steele and Clemens. It is the quarterback of the night, Xavier Martin, with Jeff Platt.
All right, we are here with Steel quarterback and tech commit Xavier Martin. Xavier, another win for you guys tonight, and a pretty impressive win at that. What do you think led to y'all's success tonight against Clemens?
Honestly, I think it was just focus all week. We played a really good game. We executed on all levels. Our defense did a good job containing their great quarterback. Our offense, we got the blocks that we needed to. Our receivers made plays, our running backs made plays. Our line did great. It was just an all-around effort.
This offense seems to have really clicked throughout the season. Why?
I think we would be over the summer just working on throwing every single day. All of us, we went to training all together. We just made a great connection the whole summer.
What do you think of Clemens tonight? You know, this is kind of an up-and-coming program, and are you excited that this crosstown rivalry has kind of been reignited?
Yeah, I love it. It's great competition. All my friends were here. We have they have a great season so far. Their offense is dynamic. Their defense is really good. I give them props for this game. It was real good.
You mentioned focus. How do you all stay focused throughout the rest of the regular season?
It's just our coaches. We have great coaches. They make sure we stay focused. They don't let us get sidetracked. They make sure we stay on our grades, all stuff like that.
What are your expectations first for the rest of your season individually? What do you hope to accomplish?
I hope to accomplish.
Put you on the spot here.
I don't have any individual. I just want to win state.
You just want to win state. So it's all about the team goal. Do you think the rest of the team kind of has that mindset? It's all about the team. It's not about me individually.
All of us do. All of us. We all work together. We all keep each other's heads. We make sure all of us stay on track. All of us just want to win state. That's our main goal.
You don't think any points are going to be scored in the Texas Tech Baylor game tomorrow, do you?
Of course not.
Of course not. Maybe a little bit, and maybe a little bit more when you guys get out to Lubbock, right?
Sir.
Xavier, thanks for the time. Congrats on the win. We appreciate
Thank
it. You got it. That is Xavier Martin. We can do the handshake. That's cool. That is Xavier Martin, Steel quarterback, Texas Tech commit. Steel beats Clemens 31-7. Let's send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Jeff, thank you. Let's go to some Thursday night highlights. If you missed any of it, Connolly hosting Waco High. Jalen Harris here, 62-yard touchdown pass to Donnell Swinney, and it's 7-zip Waco. Early second quarter, Connolly on the board. Robert Patterson, 11 yards on this touchdown run, 14-7, Waco leading. At that point, Lions answer, third down and long. Let's just do the same combination. It worked the first time. Harris, Swinney, 71 yards. This time, 21-7, Waco. At that point, Connolly unable to come back. Waco High wins 21-14.
For Thursday night action, you know we're not going to pass up the chance to see our man, Raymonte Prime. He and the Sam Houston Hurricanes taking on Brackenridge, and there is Mr. Prime tossing it up to Trenton Jones for a touchdown, and then Prime Time will dump it off to Trayvon Vaughns, and Vaughns just uses pure athleticism to shoot through the middle of the defense. And you know what's so fun to watch about Prime is I feel like he makes the most out of just awful situations.
For sure.
Like things just completely break down, and then he just throws. I'm not going to say he throws well on the run, but he throws effectively.
Yeah.
And Sam Houston wins 32-14.
Hey, those throws work for Peyton Manning, so they can work for Raymonte as well. How about St. Andrews making the trip down to San Antonio? Crusaders taking on the Lee Academy Wolfpack, and this thing was all St. Andrews. They've got a good quarterback-receiver combo of their own. Evan Marshman to Blaze Herman. Herman says that's a catch, ref, and he agrees. It's a touchdown. Crusaders on the board. They were on the board a lot in this one. Domination really continues here. It's Marshman to Herman again in the end zone. St. Andrews wins big time in this one, 55-12. Ty Detmer's crew pretty solid this year. I think they're 5-1 now, so a good start for them.
Yeah, he's got things rolling over there at St. Andrews. Like you said, he's got a quarterback to work with, and that's his specialty.
Yeah, no, that helps, no doubt about that. All right, one more break here on the Blitz. When we come back, we'll show you the Blitz best, plus get you caught up on some other scores from around the area. Stay with us. Back now on the Blitz, and it is time for the Blitz Best, which goes out to the entire student section at Burger Stadium tonight. The Bowie Bulldog fans, Travis, packed the house for the Westlake game.
And there's the Joker. I'm not sure why he's there, but he's there.
He's early for Halloween, I guess. Unfortunately for Bowie, not able to get a win. Westlake wins, but strong turnout from the Bulldogs student section. All right, more scores that we need to tell you about tonight. Lockhart continues a solid
legit,
season.
man.
They are. We need to catch up with them soon. 21-10. Iowa Park beats Wimberley 29-17.
Couple more scores. See St. Stephen's with a win, and the mighty LaGrange Leopards bounce back with an double overtime win over Yoakum.
I noticed that one makes you happy. Schulenburg 21-10 over Antonian. Pleasanton 52-27 over San Antonio Christian.
Love the Shorthorns. Laredo Nixon takes down Southside. Southside will meet Somerset in a big game next week. And how about Steve Hale and Medina Valley with a 28-7 win?
Joaquin Sanchez's close personal friend. And Seguin beats Memorial 48-20. That is going to wrap up week 6 of high school. How are we at week 6 already? It's unbelievable.
We're about what? That's halfway through.
I think we are halfway, yeah.
I know.
It's going quickly. All right, if you missed anything, you can check out the whole show on our website, twcnews.com. Otherwise, that's it for us here on The Blitz.